Hey everyone, it's Jordan Faith. Here on my channel, I make all kinds of curly girl method related content. If that's something you're interested in, please subscribe. I upload a new video every Thursday. Today, I am trying out the No Scrunch challenge. And this is exactly what it sounds like. I am styling my hair with absolutely no scrunching. And if you've been to my channel before, you know that scrunching is pretty much a key element of my routine. So I'm really nervous about this, but I'm really excited to take you through the process with me. So let's head to my shower to get started. Here we are in my shower once again. I am just starting by getting my hair soaking wet. And then I am taking the Inasi Soothing Mint moisturizing conditioner and using that to co-wash. I take a generous amount and distribute it all over my scalp and then start gently scrubbing with my fingertips to cleanse away any buildup that I might have on my scalp. I really like this conditioner for co-washing because it's minty, so it's very refreshing for the scalp. And it's lightweight, so it doesn't weigh my hair down at all. I scrub my scalp for several minutes with my fingertips, very gently, but I didn't want to bore you with the entire process. Then I add just a little bit more water and then take my silicone scalp brush and scrub just a little bit more to make sure I'm getting a really, really deep cleanse of my scalp. And then I rinse that out thoroughly and take a little bit more of the same conditioner to work through the lengths of my hair to condition and detangle with. And I just finger detangle, and this conditioner works really well at providing me enough slip to detangle really, really easily just with my fingers. Then I'm doing a really quick squish to condition with that conditioner. Yes, this is technically scrunching, but it won't really affect the styling process, except for maybe my hair will be a little better hydrated. I knew I wouldn't get to squish to condition with my leave-in conditioner, so I wanted to make sure to do it at this step. Then I am thoroughly rinsing that conditioner out. And taking the Curls Blueberry Bliss leave-in conditioner and just working that through my hair upright in the shower on soaking wet hair. And then I am using my wet brush to brush that through and then just wet plopping it in a shower cap so I can get dressed and move into the other room to show you the styling portion. I take it out of the shower cap and just dunk it in a bowl of clean water and pour over some water to get my entire head soaking wet again. And I rake my fingers through it to bring everything back together, make sure it's soaking wet all the way through, and then I use my perfect hair care brush to smooth everything down so I don't have a bunch of stray hairs. I did a poll over on my Instagram, and that is how I decided to do this wash day. So if you want to be involved in choosing which videos I make sure to head to the description and click the link to my Instagram and follow me there so you can participate in other polls that I do and see my Instagram only posts throughout the week. I'm raking the hair off the back of my head so that nothing sticks. And then just adding water and brushing through with my perfect hair care brush to bring those clumps back to life. Then I'm taking the Giovanni LA Hold Styling Gel and just glazing that over my hair, applying with praying hands to the lengths and ends. Making sure to turn my head side to side so that I don't miss any pieces and my clumps on the back of my head don't stick. I'm taking a little tiny bit more gel and trying to apply that to the areas that I felt didn't have enough gel yet. I really did my best to apply this product evenly, but it proved to be a lot more difficult than I anticipated when I wasn't allowed to scrunch it in at all. I want to scrunch it so bad. I'm so scared. It's gonna be straight. How am I gonna get any water out of it? It's soaking wet. How am I? Should I just
add any more water?
I am using praying hands to try to smooth out as much water as I can. But I didn't want to take a towel and rope any water out of it because I didn't want to completely smush it. But obviously I couldn't microplop because that would be scrunching. So I'm just gonna move on to diffusing with my hair as it was right there. And I'm only hover diffusing. I'm using high heat, high speed, but my blow dryer really doesn't get that hot. I'm not pixie diffusing because that would, again, be scrunching. But as you can see, my hair is still dripping wet. It's just dripping all over my shirt. I really tried to smush out as much water as I could with my hands, but oh my goodness, it was still so wet. I didn't know what I was doing. I watched several videos of other people doing this challenge, and I didn't see any of them using a towel on their hair after they had styled. But it didn't look as soaking wet. So they probably weren't styling with their hair as wet, but that's how I like to style and how I normally style. So I wanted to keep this challenge as close to my normal routine as possible, with the only change being no scrunching. So I was hover diffusing for 20 minutes and it was getting tiring, and I thought maybe my hair would never dry. So I just decided to stick my hair dryer on the table and hold it in place so it didn't turn in circles, and try to give my arm a little bit of a break. Alright, I hover diffused only for 20 minutes and then let my hair air dry from that point. And it's completely dry now. It's a few hours later. I don't have any cast whatsoever. I think that's because I styled my hair soaking wet. Like I always start with my hair soaking wet, but I didn't do any scrunching, so I didn't really have any water pouring out of my hair. So it was a lot more wet. And I think the gel got a lot more diluted. Even though there is no crunch, I am still going to smooth out the crunch and fluff my roots. I won't be scrunching, even though I don't really think it counts at this step, but I'm just gonna smooth over my hair. Even when I don't have a crunch, I feel like this is a necessary step for me, just to bring the whole process together and finish it off nicely. Spoiler alert, one big difference that I noticed doing this method compared to my normal routine is that my roots and like the top section of my hair got really stretched out and are a lot less wavy curly than they normally are. And you're gonna see what I'm talking about better in a minute. All right, now by popular demand, I'm going to show you how I part my hair. I don't part it any special way. I let it kind of fall where it wants to, but when I flip up, it kind of looks like this, Then I have to kind of decide what side I want it to part on. So I take my fingertips and I just put them in the root area and flick it to one side. I let these pieces fall where they want to. Kind of try to see which side it might look nicer parted on. Honestly, one of the hardest parts of wash day, deciding which side to part my hair on. All right, I think I'm gonna go with this. I think this looks pretty nice and cohesive. So here are the results. I am a little surprised that it doesn't look straighter. I know that my hair is wavy curly and it springs up into its pattern as it wants to, but I just expected after smoothing on the gel, especially on soaking wet hair, the combination of the weight from the water and the gel just being smoothed down the hair strands would kind of pull it more than it did. I do think things are more stretched out than normal, and I don't think I got an even product application because I didn't get to scrunch for several minutes, really making sure to mix the product with the water and coat all of my hair strands and get it nice and even. I didn't want to brush the gel through, mostly because I just don't style like that, and I decided to approach this challenge by doing my exact same process minus the scrunching. So maybe if I had chosen to brush it through, it would have been more even. I don't know how that would have affected my results. I don't think this looks terrible. It is not my favorite wash day. I think it just solidifies to me that I've been correct all this time that I've been learning. Scrunching really does make a big difference and make a big impact on getting my wave pattern to be consistent and really encouraging my hair to wave and curl up like I like it to. But like I said, it is a lot wavier and curlier than I thought it would be. And I was really scared it was gonna look absolutely awful at the end here, but I'm very glad that it turned out pretty decent. I will say one benefit of this no scrunching method, I think, is that I feel like I don't have wonky pieces. Maybe I have some. This piece is kind of half straight, half wavy, but as far as pieces that just kind of got smushed or start in one direction and then change, I feel like I don't have very many of those. And I've been thinking for a little while that when I scrunch, and especially when I microplop, that maybe I am smushing my clumps into awkward shapes. I think that might just be like a little tiny side effect of scrunching and microplopping, but to me, it's not that bad. I think I would rather have a few wonky pieces and a more consistent overall result than stick with the no scrunching and end up with this less consistent, honestly harder to do style. More power to you if you do not have to scrunch and you just brush or rake your products through and that's all you have to do to make your curls look the way that you want them to. That is awesome. I personally am gonna stick to my tons and tons of scrunching. Let me know what you thought of this video. This challenge was super scary, but also really fun. I am really surprised at the results. Have you done this challenge with your hair? Tell me in the comments below. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you didn't like it, feel free to hit the dislike button. Remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you won't miss any of my uploads, and I will see you next time.